have been saying, like doing arranged marriages for centuries and they're thriving. All I'm saying is they might have the secret recipe, okay? Like, oh, I want you to marry my daughter because I think you're a good person, you know?
And there should be a way out for them people too, if that turns out to be a bad relationship.
There is a way out. It's called leaving. No one is forcing anybody.
No. In arranged marriage cultures, you can't just leave like that.
You really can't. You can't just leave like that. The women are pretty much trapped. That's what I was talking about earlier. They treat women like possessions of property.
Yeah, we can listen. Arranged marriage is a whole nother topic, but it is a lot that go into arranged marriages. You can't just.
Speaking of it, who here besides me would do some shit like an arranged marriage, 90-day fiance, married at first sight? I would do any of that shit. Like, I'm just, thank you, sis. Thank you.
I would do a 90-day.
How much are we talking?
I might do 90-day fiance if they pay.
I would do married at first sight.
How much money do we?
I would do married at first sight.
I find it troubling that all of y'all are saying yes to this.
I gotta wait my
I would tell you why I would
do we need to talk? Do you understand the kind of people who end up on those shows? It's not like these are just not like
how much we
like regular people, dog. These are people
who
how much money you make?
I don't know. I think you get paid for it. But I would just do married at first sight. Now I wouldn't be like Paige from the last season. I won't sleep with.
I don't remember.
Sarita, stop ruining my show.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I do want to let y'all know though, I am on this channel going to review Married at First Sight season 13. But if y'all want to be part of that, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna do it by myself.
Sharita, I'm with you, girl. That's my show, girl. Okay.
Do it together.
Okay.
Together, I Zoom meet you, and we'll just do it together and do the review.
Okay, girl, I'm with you. Okay. Yeah. That's my show. Okay. Okay.
You gotta catch up though. So you gotta, before season 13 start in June. You need, I think it's June or July. You gotta get in season 12 so you can know when we left off. But 13 starts in Houston, and so we'll just yeah. And that's the show. But I would do Married at First Sight, and the main reason I wouldn't sleep with them, but I would get to know the person and see if we are connected. And I would do an arranged marriage too, maybe because I have bad selections. I would think somebody else can select them for me. And
I mean, Married at First Sight is an arranged marriage. Like
I would do an arranged.
It is an arranged marriage, and I would do arranged marriages too because I got impulse control issues, and I'm spontaneous. And let's just be honest, I'm a fuck up. So like, instead of me doing all the legwork and fucking it up anyway, I'd rather have somebody else do all the work and be like, okay, no, I know you were attracted to the crazy bitch that was cutting people in the site.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, we got another crazy bitch for you.
We got another one, but she don't cut people. I'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
Non-violence. Okay.
You might not make it out the first one, bro.
You not do arranged.
Or
I wouldn't do that.
Would I do an arranged marriage? It depends on who arranging the marriage. And I get a veto power. I would have to get at least 2 veto powers where I would be able to say no. I want at least 2 times where they would set me up. They say, here you go, this is your gift, you're gonna get married. And I can say at least twice, I can say, nope, not this one. Nope, not this one. Another time I could go, no, not this one. I want at least those two options, and it would definitely depend on who is arranging their marriage. Because I can't just go with nobody else.
Yeah, you're going to.
It's too weird, man.
Yeah.
No, and like, I think the India culture, the arranged marriage situation, the men get to pick between like 3 people, or I think a couple of people. They get to talk to them prior to for like a couple months. And then the man get to pick which one they want to go with. Sometimes, but there's family
like The Bachelor.
Yeah, and then there's some family members that already prearranged the whole thing. Like I'm gonna marry your
like business dealings.
The financial thing, like it's a
business dealings, like when they have their kids married for business dealings. Like I'm gonna have my kid marry this kid. He's gonna be the CEO of like said company in 5 years.
Or the prince, or the, the king, or whatever. They do that still.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I ain't doing it.
The royal family still does arrange.
It could be Kim Kardashian, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Going back to what Gianni was saying about who arranges your, arranged marriage or married at first sight or 90-day fiance thing, I agree with that because, like, you can end up with somebody that's gonna arrange you with your ex or something. Next thing you know, you stuck.
And I just don't see, man. I think like y'all gotta understand people who end up on these shows, right? You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I know there's some people on there who legitimately are just, they happen to have found themselves in a situation, and now they're on a reality TV show. But some of those people, I mean, like you could tell it's obvious, they've been like socially outcast or something like that. You know what I mean?
Like something is wrong with him. Something's wrong with you on this show.
Because I mean, like a lot of it reeks of desperation. I'm sorry, it just does. It just reeks of desperation.
It's my last hope.
Desperation. And that's why I'm really concerned when y'all say y'all would do this stuff, because we're like,
listen, for me, it's not just okay. It's not just okay. Is it desperate?
You just said it was desperation, and then you say, "But I'm the exception. I'm just doing it for the money."
So for me, it wouldn't be out of
desperation. You're not desperate for money, then you gonna put your love life out there.
I'm not desperate.
It's somebody else.
Wait, I got a question. So if you on this show, would you tell all your business if you was on this show? Like some people tell all their business, or would you just be like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything. Because they start popping up questions that you don't want to talk about.
I would answer the questions. I would.
You would.
Why not?
It depends on what the questions are and how I can word them, the answers correctly, to get my popularity up.
Oh my God.
It depends. Because all of that matters. You gotta understand all of that matters.
Do you think you'll be the villain on the show, or do you think you'll be the favorite?
Exactly. You could be
I think I would be the favorite villain.
Or you could be
I think I'll probably be the one that everybody likes.
Serena's something else, yeah.
The world's favorite.
I definitely would be the one they like. Then they'll have to do like 3 separate shows with me, the spinoffs and stuff, I get my own spinoffs. They don't even know they'll be recording at that point. They'll just be like, the cameras will just keep showing up at my house. I'll be like, is it the show over? They'll just be like, just want to watch you. We just want to.
Right.
I would do the start off as the real good, the good one that everybody loves, and then out the blue, just switched on him like that.
Like somebody.
Oh, he's the villain.
Yes.
I can't believe
it was
he did
him the
that.
whole
Yes. Oh my God.